We should be live. Going live in a minute. Let me
3,
check this
2,
real quick
1.
here.
Hello.
I'd say you're probably live if you check right now.
Yes, sir. We should be live, guys. Give
There we
me
go.
a second. Yep. Let me get my chat going on here.
Skip the ads.
A lot of stuff going on, man. Trying to get everything ready for tomorrow. I will start driving to Badlands. See here, pal. Anyway, thank you guys. Welcome to another Monday here in operation with Operation 11 Charlie. Today we have a special guest, Isaac Davis from Defender Custom. Welcome in, Isaac, brother.
Hey, appreciate it.
Thank you for being here. First of all, thank you for your service, brother. Fellow veteran here, Isaac. Thank you for your service, brother. Let me see here. We got some people in the chat already. I said Trail Critter. Trail Critter. Dennis, welcome in, bro. Adams Playing Ground, Larry, Reckless. Thank you guys. Jeff. Man, yes, getting ready for Badlands, guys. Action Fest Badlands this week, starting what is it, Thursday, right? For the people. Wednesday, we got vendors and everything set up, and some stuff got going on Wednesday as well. So looking forward to it. Yeah, we will start driving. We will start driving tomorrow morning. Bro, I'm already crooked. Yeah, tomorrow morning we'll start driving, man. Have a couple of days of driving for us, like 18 hours. So 16 some change, but stopping gas is gonna make like 18 hours. So we're looking forward. We have around 20 veterans that we're gonna have there, that location. So very excited for that. Yeah, man. Also, JN, welcome in, brother. Welcome in. We had what is it? Oh my God, where we were 2 weeks ago?
Horizon Fest.
Horizon Fest. Thank you. Wow, man. Geez, sweet.
Somebody get this man a Celsius.
Right? My goodness, bro. Tired already. So we yeah, man. You shout out to Man Horizon Hobbies out there. We had an amazing time. All our guys that were there present. We arrived there Wednesday. We had a meeting, some stuff going on Thursday, and we did walk through to Horizon warehouse and all that. That was so awesome, man.
That's awesome.
And yeah, and the event, of course, on Friday and Saturday, man. Man, that event is something else, man. We love all the events that we go to. This event had everything RC in one spot. Everything RC in one spot, man, and we really enjoyed it. The planes, man. The right, John, Sean.
And some of the like the planes, the helicopters. Oh,
We lost John.
Yeah, we did.
them
We lost.
helicopters are freaking sick. Like
They were.
me. Can you hear me or no?
Now you're back. No, you were breaking up.
I don't. Yeah, I said the helicopters though are completely sick. Like the huge helicopters and stuff they had, amazing.
The huge, man. Yeah. The scale on that, right, Sean? The scale on those, he was up the charts, man. That huge. I was waiting for the huge to fly all weekend, and they finally did it on the last day on Saturday. But all them the Huey, all them jets, man, that was crazy. All the planes, man, they did an outstanding out there. There were a couple of young men, man, 18 and 19-year-old, one of them being George, right? And I forgot the name of the other guy, the other young kid, the 18-year-old, man. But they were killing those lines with those planes.
But them helicopters did, like, I build dollhouse rigs.
Yeah.
And I only think I put detail in them.
Yeah.
When I looked inside them helicopters,
yeah.
Oh my! I can't even imagine the amount of time them guys spend in them
Yes.
helicopters. Like, it's like, holy crack-a-moly.
Yeah, the details, man. Like that one, especially the Huey, man. They was all back to
How
Vietnam.
big was it?
That Huey was.
I really couldn't tell by the video.
Oh man,
It's probably like 3 feet long, probably, by about 2 feet tall, probably.
Really?
yeah, it was
Yeah.
huge.
Putting all
I
that
think
detail in and going.
all the details, man. The clothing, the boots from the Vietnam era, everything in
Yeah.
there. It was crazy. It was unbelievable, man.
Just the
They did-
the level of detail in the cockpits on them is freaking insanity. Like,
A lot,
it's,
on point there, man.
Yeah.
And so it was amazing. It was amazing. And those, man, and oh my God, they what is it, 200 miles per hour, but they cannot go past that. It's more than that, right? But they
yeah,
cannot.
they're restricted.
Yeah,
They're
they were.
restricted the 200-mile-an-hour speed limit in America. But the fastest, what they were saying was the fastest plane out there is actually a plane that has no engine. It's a glider. Holds
Mhm.
the world record.
Oh man, we lost you.
Give
We
it all
lost
the
you,
details.
Sean.
100-mile-an-hour record.
You went back to being
Got me
low.
again?
Yeah.
You got me again or no?
Yeah, you back.
Yeah.
You're back.
So as I was saying, though, so as I was saying, like the fastest plane out there right now is actually a glider with no engine, and its world record is 600 mile an hour.
Jeez,
Wow.
That's crazy. Like 600 mile an hour. How could you even
you can't see
keep
that.
your eye on
No,
that
you can't see
thing
that.
going through the
You
sky?
can't see that.
Like, ding.
It was one there that sound
Yeah.
like it
That's
sound
crazy.
like the one that sound like a freaking mosquito. And he was, I mean, you couldn't record that because it was so it was going so fast in there, man. It was just awesome. It was just awesome. Let me
that's
see here, Sergeant J, welcome, welcome in, my brother. Good to see you here. JM again. Let me see.
that
Tom-
little fiberglass one.
Yeah, the fiberglass one, they were awesome, man.
That thing was like a little wasp. Like,
Let me see here. Before have some pictures of that. Man, again, going back to that event, I enjoyed that event very, very much, man. The everything they had RC, you could try it there. Everything had a try me, so you could try flying, you could try the crawling, the tracks, everything out there.
the
So,
boats, everything
the
you could try,
boats,
like anything. Whatever
everything.
was Horizon was there,
Yep.
your wristband allowed you to try it. They had like loaner vehicles that you could just try.
Exactly. It was
Pretty
just awesome.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah, we had an amazing time. So this is right then when that's that Thursday, and then we did a walkthrough out there. Some of our guys right before our meeting out there, enjoying our lunch, and huge shout out to the guys. We had a representative from USO, also a representative from the Red Cross there. So we had an amazing time, man. Some stuff with the CEO here from Horizon. Man, that plane, that's just one of our George.
Yeah, that thing's cool.
Yeah, 19-year-old guy, he's over there with that plane, man. And those kids that were killing it. They was here when we were flying out there with the Try Me, man. Again, it was awesome, man. It was awesome. Yeah. You got a Navy guy on the coast guard flying, so yeah. So
But if you want to fly a plane, Navy is the branch to join.
yeah.
Yes.
Well, and you're an Air Force guy. I think
Yes.
Isaac, are you Air Force as well?
Yeah, that's right. And I kind of side with what he said about the flying thing.
If you want to fly, you join the
I
Navy.
was like, ooh, who'd we burn?
I think I got on a plane like a handful of times my entire career. So yeah.
All right, guys.
The Navy has way more
I'm actually,
planes than the Air Force.
Take
Now,
care,
the
John.
sailors, on the other hand, that's a
yeah,
different
I'm
story.
losing this guy, so I'll stay in the chat. 'Cause I'm
All right.
losing
Take
it.
care, Sean, brother.
All right, no problem, guys.
Yeah, so that's right here, the setup right there next to the entrance out there. So again, we had an amazing time out there. Huge shout out to Rice and everybody that was involved in there, man. Those dudes, they work. It's just crazy. The first one in and the last one out, you know, and making sure that everybody have fun. So thank you so much for that. Let me see here.
That event looked like it was a blast.
It was a blast, Isaac, bro. If you guys have the opportunity, very family oriented. Again, you have everything is in one spot, right? Everything is in one spot. It's not too big, it's not too small, you know, but everything is one spot, you know. And again, I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed that event. Let me see here real quick. You are done, Jeremy. How you doing, bro? Welcome, bro. Yeah, see you in a couple of days, brother. Bruce, welcome in. Thank you for being here, brother. Top Gun, baby, said Jeff. Jeff is a Navy guy, so he said Top Gun, baby. My goodness. So yeah, guys, we had that I cannot again. We had a blast, man. And so you guys have an opportunity to be part of the Horizon Fest. You know, it's an event to go, man. It's an event to go. Let me see here. Also, guys, before we go to our special guest here, so you guys can know a little bit more about Defender Custom Isaac. We're gonna be closing our raffle tonight, right? Actually waiting for Jake. Jake, bro, where you at, Jake? We'll be doing the. I'm trying to see if I can show some of the pictures of that. The rig that Soul Racing did for us, man. We cannot thank them enough. It's just a beauty. Let me see here. I can show it to the guys out there. Until Jake gets here, guys, anybody interested on jumping on this one? So we still got time until Jake gets here. This is $10 a spot, unlimited. And this is some of the stuff that, again, huge shout out to Soul Racing and the guys from the Scale Show. Did an amazing job with this rig, man.
Yeah, it's a good looking rig.
Yeah, the Ecto is a hell of a rig, man. Especially customized for that, all the stuff from Soul Racing, that Scale Show, Operation 11 Charlie, man. So yeah, and it has all the stuff from Soul Racing as well, man. So it's a beauty. It's a beauty. So we'll be doing this raffle tonight. As soon as Jake.
They need a link in the chat. They're asking for it, and make sure that in the notes section that you put that it's specifically for the SOR.
Oh yes. Yes, thank you. So that's the element. The link is on top, guys. The PayPal out there on top. You click in there. It's $10 and just write down the element SOR element, or just simply element. So yeah, Jake, welcome in, brother.
My computer decided now was a good time to update.
Right. I hate when they do that, bro. I hate when they do that. So, guys, we'll be whenever you let's say 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock, Jake. We're gonna do the drawing. So, because we're gonna start the other raffle. We have another raffle that we're gonna start today. Thanks to Isaac, man, from the Defender Custom. This is good, and I know somebody else had it. Right, there was a collaboration on this one, right, Isaac?
Right, correct. So the interior with the roll bar is actually from a gentleman out in California, DBI Printing. He's on Etsy and social media, and so he sent me that, and I thought it would look just outstanding in that metallic blue, and I really liked the way it turned out. So
yes. So yeah, this is, we're gonna start this one right after we end the one from that SOAR element, right? So let me see, guys, again. So we got a few minutes, guys, and then also let's go out with make sure we have everything here. So Isaac, let's start with Isaac, man. Then at 9 o'clock, Isaac, we're gonna stop do that drawing, and we begin the other one, and we're gonna keep going with you,
We're gonna
right?
do the waffle.
Yeah. So we do the waffle. So again, Isaac, thank you for your service, brother. I had seen amazing job that you had done, man. I feel I have some of this stuff here. Oh, this one is supposed to go with me tomorrow. Oh my God. Thank God I grabbed if if Rob Gunning is watching this, he said, "Oh yeah, where's my rig?" Oh, it's in my room. I left it in my room.
Oh,
So yeah, so this is his work. So right from Rob, from Isaac. So it's just incredible. The 666 stuff that he does, man. So
oh, yeah.
my goodness, I gotta make sure that
100%.
I really hope he enjoys that 2-door. That's only one of about a half dozen, no more than 10 2-door trucks that I've ever done. So that is actually super rare coming from me.
wow. I'm gonna we will definitely tell Rob Gunning from TT4C, Rob Gunning. So definitely, this is just an amazing job, brother.
And of course, scale wrap for the decals as well.
Yep.
That guy is awesome. Wow, yeah. He does good stuff.
So Isaac, how man? So people will know a little bit about yourself. Tell people, I know you serve in the Air Force, right? That we talked about. So you could tell people a little bit about yourself.
Right. So a little bit of backstory. I joined the Air Force in 2014. Spent most of my time down here at Herbert Field, which is near Destin, Florida. Destin, Pensacola is where a lot of people, kind of make that distinction. Went to Afghanistan in 2018, did a tour over there, and then I was right back to Herbert. So, and I was actually back out. I only did a 6-year stint. I wanted to do a little bit longer, some complications in that. So, like I said, got out in 2020 and stuck around the area out here. And I've been off and on doing the RC hobby, kind of since right there in that 2018 time. I think that was one of the things that was right as soon as I got back in, and actually December of 18. I kind of went full tilt into it. I had about a dozen crawling rigs, and that kind of helped me readjust to, for what I was doing to come back into, I don't know how you'd say regular life. But after I kind of got adjusted in life, got back to more normal, I guess you'd say. I got out of the hobby. I completely sold everything. I gave away most of my trucks. Just, I went down to where I had, actually I had no crawlers, no RC cars at all. I might have picked one up, in the in-between or whatever. So, and then I'm only recently, as of November of last year, getting back into the hobby. So this is a fairly fresh start for me again.
That is awesome, bro. That is awesome, man. That and how that guys, any question? I know there was a question already on the chat for Isaac. Again, feel free to post any question, and you guys here on the panel as well. Let me see here. I don't want to, before I go back to Isaac.
I'm sorry, I'm just seeing Jeff's comment here about taking everything off the desk. So, fun fact, yes, I spent all morning, Jeff, taking everything off this huge work surface I have and putting it behind me, and then deciding that was a bad idea and moving it across the garage. So that side of the garage is a complete mess. There's welding, woodworking projects over there. There's about 60 cans of paint lined up. Yeah, I got an SCX6 sitting over here on my other workbench, and then, like I said, everything else. Yeah, so completely. Yeah. This part's squared away though.
That's awesome, man.
Yes.
If I had
We
a
all
clue-
have our skills about hiding our messes from on camera. This is the best I can do right now.
Yeah, what is that? What you got going on back there? Is that a scale garage you got?
No, it's nothing. Don't worry about that.
Okay. All right. You stay tuned for my 18 scale garage at some point here, bud. Just in the back of my mind.
All right.
Jeff asking if this is squared away. Yeah, it's very squared away. Thank you. That's good stuff.
Jeff says there he remembers hearing you mention that you needed more space.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think
And
we all need more space.
We all do, right?
100%, Jeff.
Yeah,
You are
I'm starting to
correct.
feel like I'm doing this hobby in a closet. And it's like one of those closets that they call a walk-in, but it's like you walk in, that's it. Like there's no room.
Let me see here. All right, real quick. And so Jeff, how that custom Defender custom started, man? How that came about?
Right. So that was I'll make the long story short here. Traxxas came out with the TRX4Ms back in November. I think it was November 11th that they dropped parts first at the local hobby shop. And so I was able to go in and just buy the body, the Defender body. And so, I was just looking at it that night and I thought, man, this would look a lot better as a truck. And so, I had $40 invested in it or whatever, didn't even have the car. They weren't even going to have any in stock for a while. So I was like, you know what, I'll cut the thing up. And so I cut it up, repainted it. I was like, man, that looks really good. So I took it back the very next day or day after, however it worked out. Showed it to a hobby shop owner and he was like, man, that's really cool. I got another one over here. You know what? Let's do that. Did a 2-door version. And then I ended up actually going back and buying. There was a couple more in between there. Sold them on eBay. Just was kind of like, you know what? Let me use it to pay for the truck because I'm not made of money. So I'm like, hey, I'll just kind of fund my own hobby, if you will. And then that's how it kind of got started. So and then old Robert Pezza here, he was on. Yeah, looking at you, bud. He was on one of the Facebook groups and was talking about parting ways with some of his stock bodies. And at the time, you couldn't get the stock bodies. And in that time frame, I had a lot of interest. People asking me to do the truck conversions to them. So inside that short period of time, I actually drove out to Tallahassee, met up with Robert Pezza and his wife out there at the FMS headquarters. Didn't know anything about it. Mind you, I knew, and still to this day know very little about the hobby itself, as far as the inner workings, all the different relationships that everybody has. So I had no idea that was Frank out there with FMS. Had you brought it up very briefly, Robert. It means nothing to me. Okay, cool, Frank. I don't know you, but no. Now what I know now. It's a significant more amount, I guess. So I wish I would have stuck around a little bit longer for that conversation, but so yeah, seven Defender bodies, and I was back on the road heading back west. So did those 7 and they were gone. And I kind of thought, you know what, let me start doing this to kind of further fund this hobby, because I didn't want it to be a money making gig from the start. So initially, right out the gate, I went ahead and made my first YouTube video. I'm a horrible videographer, so I'll just throw that out there. The first YouTube video. It got the point across. I guess there was plenty of people that kind of followed that video and went on and did the custom work. From there, it was just I was doing like 10 trucks a week for the first 2 months, and so all the way through Christmas, New Year's, everything after that, I was very busy. So you flash forward another 2 months, and things started kind of slowing down a little bit, which is good. And then reached back out to Robert Pezza. I think you had more bodies to sell, and so we kind of had a conversation about that, and moved on. You told me about USDE. Once again, I don't know what you're talking about, bud. There was I will mention one other individual, George. He's out of Miami, I believe. He had bought one of my only other 2-door customs, and he was just one of my biggest supporters right out the gate, and said, hey, you need to be at USDE. I'm telling you right now, people love these things, and you're going to have a blast. And so, between him and Robert was the actual person that gave me the invite. He said, hey, come spend some time out here in my tent. It's a 3-day event. I think you're going to have a great time. And so that kind kind of opened my eyes to, hey, this, this hobby is got a lot of great people that are more than willing to lend a hand to somebody who has literally no idea just right out the gate what the events are about, or any, what's going on with it. So went to USTE, and we had a blast, didn't we, Robert? That was
Yeah, we did. That was that was a lot of fun, man. We never left the booth. We were just slammed the whole time.
Yeah, I think leaving to go get food or take a leak was like the best we could do at that point. It just
Yes.
and not to mention, I know you've been there a couple times before, and other events, obviously. So you kind of understand that it's a huge event, and I didn't understand that, didn't I? I had no idea that there's gonna be thousands of people milling through this 10,000 square foot area.
Yeah.
I was just blown away, completely.
Oh yeah, you got flustered there for a little while. You're like, what do? I got 5 people asking me one thing, and I'm like, I can't touch them all. It was.
So that was definitely a feet to the fire kind of jump into it first event. So I was happy to be there, though. Next time I'll make my living arrangements a little bit closer to the event. I think I had to drive back to Tampa. It was a little over a 2-hour drive every night.
Wow, bro.
My sister lives down there, and I'm telling you, man, you go a whole day at an event like that, and you're sweating out there and everything, and then
I told you.
Whew,
hey, I did tell you.
You did. So he said, "Yeah, we got a bunkhouse over here. Just we'll all chip in and stuff." Nah, I don't need that. I'm a man. I can make the drive. Whew, that was a bad idea.
I'm like, all right, you do you.
Yep. So, but hey, we survived. Got back and safe and sound that day. And like I said, it's all been kind of that story's been wrote. So moving forward, then we went to Beat the Creek together. Or rather, I jumped on his coattails for Beat the Creek, so got to enjoy.
Forget
that.
Wet and Wild. You went to Wet and Wild first.
Georgia, you went to Georgia.
Oh, Wet and Wild.
Yeah.
Yep. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Forgot about Wet and Wild. So we got Wet and Wild, and I think that was kind of where I was like, hey, what other events have we got here? I like going to events.
Mhm.
These things they're cool and that sort of stuff. So so Beat the Creek, that was another big one. I tell you, my only regret with all this stuff is not having spent enough time on the trails or any time.
Yeah, that's a minor little sacrifice you have to make.
Yes.
But that's kind of why I have a new mindset when I go to these events, where it's like I'll go out there, maybe hit a trail or anything, but it's the conversations that I get to have.
Yes.
Whether it's with people that I've known before, or people I haven't met yet, or somebody I just have not seen in a very long time. And I embrace those moments to where those just make me way more happier than actually having to get out there on the trail.
Yeah.
And like once you start doing this more and more and more, you'll get there. Because again, every time you go out there, it's a family thing. I'm going, we're going out to Axial Fest. So there's people that I meet and see at Axial Fest that I don't see at any of the other events. And I am totally just stoked to go hang and chill with them.
Like it's exactly what Robert said. All these events that we go to, most of the time I don't have the opportunity to go on the trails, But like he said, just talking to the people, hanging out with the veterans and the family members, or RC community in general, man. That's what it's all about.
Mhm.
You're gonna have to probably go earlier the day before, so you could go to any of those trails. That's what usually we try to do.
Yep.
But yeah, man. That's what it's all about, man. It's different environments. Like you see, it's a different environment in Badlands than the older events. So all events are different, but good people, man. Good people all around,
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I definitely saw that. I've had a blast at every single event I went to. So I'm looking forward to the next one coming up here at end of next month. That'll be a good time.
Yep.
Hopefully a lot closer drive for us, Robert, isn't it?
Yep.
Well, specifically you.
He's talking about Cotton's RC Village grand opening.
Correct.
Oh, nice. Oh, so they're gonna do the ground opening. Awesome,
Yep.
bro. Awesome. Well, that's gonna be awesome.
All the paperwork is done, liabilities, insurance, porta potties, full camping on site. It's going to be a really good event.
That's awesome, man. That is awesome. Looking forward to it. So my goodness, man. I'm all over the place, bro. Isaac, man, bro, Isaac, man, I'm telling you, bro, I love this rig again, guys. I post put on the a link on the chat, guys, for custom Defender custom, and I want to show some of his work that Isaac does here, and you don't have website not yet, Isaac, on that, just a Facebook, right?
Yeah, so I mainly just do social media, Facebook and Instagram, YouTube as far as that goes. My main goal is to try and get people. It's funny, I had to set my own goals for this sort of thing. I never thought I would for a hobby. I never have in the past for hobbies. It's just never been this involved, I guess. But I try and make the goal to get people involved with it. And I think that's one of the things that kind of drew me to 11 Charlie, especially the veteran past and that sort of thing. So, and specifically the area I'm in, you try and get people involved in something that gets them outdoors, gets them to fellowship, things to that nature. So, and specifically able to get out here and know that, hey, I can take this RC body and I can modify it myself. It's not, that's not something outlandish that only one person can do. Anybody can do this. I have a specific YouTube videos for the 4-door truck conversion specifically for that reason, that you don't have to pay me to build a truck. By all means, you've got one. It came with one from the factory, or you can buy one for $40 or $55 from Traxxas or your local hobby shop. Yeah, you can get a Bronco and you can throw that DBI printing interior into it. Like, you can do this all by yourself. Don't get me wrong, I love building trucks for other people. It's fantastic, but my main goal is to get people involved in this. And I can't lie, it has paid for my own hobby, which has been outstanding for me, and it's been great. My wife really appreciates that, so it's no longer coming out of her pocket. So, but yeah, like I said, that's really what my goal is with this. Is it's also a way. I'm kind of you wouldn't really know it from as extroverted as I appear. However, I'm kind of a shut-in. Every day I spend in my garage that I can. I don't get out a whole lot. So to be able to get out and meet people locally or abroad, I never thought I'd say I'd be driving to Middle Kentucky in the hills to go, talk with people about toy trucks. So, like I said, anything that I can do to contribute towards that, I'm here for it. How long I'll be here for it, I don't know. We'll see. But it's definitely something I'm here for. So, and to that extent, we're actually looking at opening a crawler course here in Crestview, Florida, where I'm out of. They have a racetrack here for RCs. It's actually a city-sponsored racetrack in addition to their RC club. The city has not given it the green light, but they've given it the nod that they are more than willing to open up to they have a very large area. I'm talking, 150 foot by 300 to 400 foot area on the hillside, a nice generous slope that we could build our own crawler course. So I'm looking forward to doing that here locally to try and potentially get some sort of involvement from not only the veterans, but also other individuals in the community. We have a ton of retired individuals here, a ton of people. What I told my wife is that everyone here has a crawler. No one goes to events because there's no events here for 400 miles. So, like I said, that's just something here local that I'm looking to hopefully kind of step in with and or head up, unfortunately. So, like I said, we'll look forward to seeing more of that in the future, and we'll see what comes of it.
And I know we spoke last time. I said, after we done with this summer and all this event, we need to head out your way. So we do an outing out there with you guys out there in your location, because like you said, there's a lot of veterans out there, a lot of retiree, a lot of bases around your area. And what's it, like 2 or 3 bases you got around your area, right? Navy, Air Force.
Correct. So I've got Army, Navy, Air Force, and Coast Guard.
Yeah.
We don't have any Marine Corps bases, so I guess something about crayons weren't shipped this far south. I don't know what the story was, but the moral of it is that we have, we've got Tyndall, Herbert, Eglin, NAS Pensacola out here.
Yeah.
Like I said, we've got the small Coast Guard station as well. We've also got the Army Army camps up here, Camp Rudder. We've got Duke Field, and this is all
Yep.
within 35 miles. If you
Yes.
look at Palm Beach going around, it's
Yep.
35 miles.
Yeah.
No, so that is a large population that not just retirees, but current active veterans that I used to see this, and it's kind of one of my own issues. I haven't got back into it in the past, but you know, I used to see it all the time when I lived in the dorms before I got married. You know, these guys would be sitting in the dorms for, you know, 10, 12 hours a day because they didn't know what to go out and do. And, you know, so if we are able to bring something like this to not just the retirees and the people that are separated like myself, but also the I say kids, but they're 18, 25 years old, somewhere in there, to where they can give them a way to get out as well. So I can definitely see there's more that we can do in that aspect as well. What are your thoughts on that, Avi?
Oh no, definitely. That's a huge area there. Like you said, within 35 miles from your spot, or from, you know, that is a lot of veterans. That's what we wait and wanting to expand, especially here in Florida. So actually, we had one of our veterans move that way a few months ago, close to you, brother. So Andrew. So he's out there in that area. So I gotta get a hold of him. You know, but yeah, we gotta plan that. We gotta plan that. Go your way and just scan the area and all that stuff. Yeah, definitely, man. Let me see here real quick. Matt, welcome in, brother. Aham, welcome in. Moon over Miami, welcome in. Thank you, guys. Anybody that we miss, thank you for stopping by, hanging out with us. So Aham said, don't forget what it said, Whitingfield, home of the naval aviation as well out there.
That's right. Yep. Train chopper pilots up there. But as the crow flies, only about 40 minutes from here. So yeah, just further kind of adding to my point here as far as that goes. So I definitely, whatever you can do to support that, and you know, whether it's something I have to do local or however it works out, I think it's something that we could definitely move forward with to, you know, not only just decrease those numbers, but also, you know, just increase awareness and, like I said, get people out of the dorms or out of their houses and out. And I've got the Emerald Coast here. It's some of the best beaches in the world, as they've told me. So I'd love to see people out of the trails. So,
bro, let me tell you something. Especially where you are, man. Those is beautiful out there, man. So yeah, I bet you you're very upset in that area, right?
Well, coming from someone who hates the beach, it meant nothing to me. I actually traded orders from Japan with an individual to come down here, and it still meant nothing to me. I had no idea. I'm horrible about reading where I'm going. It doesn't matter to me, you know. So whether it's or coming my orders to come down to Florida, never read a word. Hell, basic training, I didn't read a word on what it was going to be like. So it's just go do it. It'll be fine. It always turns out fine.
Right. Oh, actually, Andrew's on the chat. That's Aham. Andrew, where are you located now, brother? Are you in Pensacola as well? Just put it there on the chat, brother. So that's good, man. So let's plan for August, brother. After we done with the summer, all these events that we get back to back. Yeah, we need to plan.
August would be the best month.
Yeah, August. I'm gonna plan go visit you, bro, around your area. You know.
Hey, we'd be happy to have you here.
Yeah, gather some veterans, go out there and plan something. Yeah.
Yep, that'll be good for
Mhm.
Oh, here's a Milton.
Where's Milton?
I don't know if you've seen the Pensacola Huns here recently there, Jeff, but I'm gonna leave that to you, bud.
Oh, he's about 20 minutes from East Pensacola in Milton.
Oh yeah, I got you. Yeah, about 45 minutes from me out here. So yeah,
That's cool. Awesome.
So Isaac, what are you working on now? What you working? What you doing?
Oh man.
Let's do that new stuff.
Which one?
Hey, we got time. Bring it all. Actually, no, you got 60 seconds before we do the waffle.
All right, 60 seconds. So I'm working on trailers.
Oh, look at that.
Hold on.
So fun fact,
What?
Robert has graciously sold me a printer to which I have had great luck with to to come up with new designs. And this is something that I'll tell you right out the gate, I have never 3D printed or 3D designed in my life. And then I guess about a month and a half ago, 2 months. What's it been, Rob? About 2 months that I
About 2
started.
months, yeah.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Jumped on Tinkercad, and so now I have a trailer design for pulling behind these TRX4Ms. Let me actually grab.
You got one that's painted?
Not on the trailers because
No?
there were so many different variations.
That is so cool.
I started doing different truck beds for my trucks as well.
Mhm.
So this would be what I like to call my flatbed.
Nice.
Look at that. Isn't that awesome?
Let's see if I get these lights on here. This one doesn't have a battery. That's all right. A little tan, get you a little more light in there. This one also has a battery in it.
Mhm.
Technical difficulties, people.
What's that?
There it
So
is. All right, we're
Technical
good.
difficulties.
Yeah, we can get the battery plugged in over here.
Oh, nah.
Okay.
Oh,
This,
sweet.
Areas for the stock Traxxas Pro light kit to be installed on my newest beds here. So I don't have any of the regular 4-door versions to show you, but this is kind of this was my first, well, third design technically. I had a ute canopy as well, something you'd find like in the outback of Australia.
Yeah.
This is purely my own interest coming into this hobby. I love Australian vehicles, all your outback, your major off-road vehicles. So them off-roading needs a little bit different. I guess it's just driving from one place to the other. I can only assume based on the videos I watch in Australia. For us it's rock crawling and things like that. And like I said,
Yeah.
for them, hey, every vehicle needs to have 35s and 6-inch lift and a ute canopy tray or something to that extent. So I wanted to kind of bring that to what I've been dealing with now, which has been these Defenders. So that's kind of where these beds came in. Unfortunately, I threw away the other ones because the print wasn't as good as what I wanted. But yeah, like I said, that's kind of what I've been working on thus far. So I'm really looking to move on to some other projects. In fact, Rob, I know we've talked about this to an extent. See if it'll show it.
Yes.
Oh man.
You guys see that, right?
Yeah, I don't know if everybody can see that.
You guys know what that is?
We can see some there.
So that I'll let you do. I'll let you say it. Sorry. I'm excited and anxious.
This is in the very, very beginning stages here, but I recently acquired from Lee Gurney an SCX6, which is just once again another thing that's kind of it's funding my hobby, unfortunately, because now that you've made all these vehicles and you sold it, now you go over here and you buy other vehicles with it. So so it's an SCX6, and that's something I don't see a lot of scratch built vehicles. And I think Rob, you and I have talked about this before, and I think that all started with your Samurai at USDE.
Yep.
Scratch built styrene. So that's something that I told you before. 10 scale is one thing, but I want to see it on 6 scale. I want to see it with an interior. I want to see it with opening doors. I want the thing to weigh 40 pounds. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to ever run across rocks with it. No, I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, so that's kind of, I want to show off my scratch building skills with that. Unfortunately, I don't have any of my current scratch built vehicles here. Most of those are around the world now. But yeah.
Any update on the Jimny?
Oh, Jimny. Uno momento, por favor.
Go ahead, do your thing, Jake. Whenever you're ready, just let me know when you're ready for do the wheel real quick, and then we continue.
All right. Yeah, just give me like 2 minutes.
Yeah, go ahead, brother. Awesome, awesome. Queenie, welcome in, Queenie. Are you gonna be in Action Fest, Queenie? Looking forward to see you guys out there. Oh, nice. Hold on a second.
Yeah, make him big on that one.
All right. So, because of my extensive history of watching or reading Australian videos and news articles and things of that nature, one of the posts that I saw on social media was for a company called Traxxas. You guys might recognize them for their traction boards and things to that nature. They made what they call a ute, which is, just a cut down SUV or something to that extent, truck of any form really. But they made a Jimny, obviously 1-to-1. They had about 6 or 8 different companies involved in it, where they had everybody just kind of put basically their best foot forward on suspension, bodywork fabrication, a little very small ute canopy bed. Like I said, made just a really cool 1-to-1 crawler for a giveaway. They were doing it for their own awareness and that sort of thing, which is, like I said, it was just wicked cool. And I saw it the day after Beat the Creek. Excuse me. I think it took me about 3 days to go ahead and figure out, all right, I've got a 112 scale FMS Jimny that is probably one of the neatest scale crawlers. Just the amount of detail that they put into these Jimnys, and their H1 Hummer as well, is just spot on. It was just as cool as I'd seen. So I decided to go ahead and move forward with replicating that Max Trucks giveaway vehicle. So this is kind of where we're at for now. Unfortunately, other projects have kind of muscled their way in. Body work was done. It needs a better clear coat put on it. I need to wet sand this down as far as that goes.
If any of you guys have seen the Jimny or what it looks like when you get it right from FMS, and then look at what he has in his hands, you would just be like, no, it came factory from FMS. The clean lines, the amount of work that he put on that rear end right there, it's very impressive.
And you can actually see where it would have ended, rather. I mean, it was right out to the end of the frame rail. So that's how much, and that's based off of, the only thing I had to go on was screenshots of YouTube videos, because they don't actually have any social media posts of it. I did have one of the customer service representatives from Max Trax reach out last week, I believe it was, asking what the status of this was. So that kind of has given me a little bit more of a reason to kind of start moving forward on it. Once again, I will probably scratch build this ute canopy, and I think this is going to be a one-off, just because of the amount of work that it takes. I'm never going to build another one of these to sell. So it's like I said, well, I'll probably scratch build that ute canopy and potentially the bumper. I might 3D print that. But they had done a ton of work basically making it, they called it the Toyzuki because it was a miniature Land Cruiser 79 series. So, they had done a roof vent, a hood vent or bonnet vent, and, done new headlights, things of that nature on it. So very, very cool rig. Took a little bit of time and actually, where's my camera at? There we go. Actually 3D printed some wheels. All of this is to try and get it as scale as I can, or a little bit closer rather. So try and get a little bit bigger wheel tire combo on there. That would be like a 17-inch wheel if you did the math on it. So like I said, just another one of these projects that I've spent a lot of time on. So
that is sweet, bro. That is sick, man.
Yeah, I'll have to do some more work on this.
So let's stop there real quick. Isaac, you saw Jeff.
Thanks, Jeff. I got you, bud. Got you.
So let's do this real quick. And I want to show, I was looking at the Instagram. So we talk about some of the stuff that you have done, Isaac. Amazing job, like always, brother. So real quick, guys, we are going to, let me see, say Unknown RC, Eric, welcome in, brother. Say Matt, Thompson RC, if I miss anybody. TT4C, Rob Gunning, welcome in, brother. Looking forward to see you. And Queenie came in as well. Larry, welcome in, brother. So Jake, whenever you're ready, brother. Now we
All right.
are doing a raffle, right? We're gonna pick the winner for the SOAR racing element, right? Bill, huge shout out to the boys, man, from that scale show, SOAR Racing, man, an amazing job they've done on this, man. Um, so Isaac, always ask our special guest how many times you want to shuffle this from 1 to 10.
Oh, let's do this. Lucky sevens.
7.
7
Yeah.
times. 7 times. 7 times. Let's do this.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7.
7 times, guys. So again, uh, let's do this, man.
All right.
Jeffrey. No. Oh,
Diego.
man. I thought it was going to roll into Jeffrey.
Diego. Wow, Diego, sir.
Right
man,
on. Congratulations.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Congratulations, brother. I think Diego won one of the raffle. I believe he's in Arizona, if I'm not mistaken. So he won one of the raffles. Oh, wow, my goodness. Congratulations, Diego. Congratulations, man. I know he's on Instagram. That is awesome. That was awesome. All right. Congratulations to Diego again. Jeff said missed it by that much.
Bus.
That is so awesome. Diego, congratulations, man. I need to hit him up in Instagram. He won one of a raffle for I think believe it was that Phoenix, the RTR Phoenix that we raffle off a few months ago, last month, right, Jake?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Robert, I was saying, man, I came here because I have everything packed. I had everything packed, and I said, came to his room right here to do the show tonight, and this was one on the table. I said, oh my God, I almost forgot Rob's stuff. So yeah, this is Rob's gunning right here. This is the one that we have been showing that it came from Scott, from Isaac. And Isaac, I know you said, right, this is only a few that you made, right? 2 doors, right?
Correct. I think it's been about 6 or 7 of them. Like I said,
So
that is just haven't done a lot of them. They're a ton of work. You're looking at about. It's been so long since I've done one. I think yours was the last one I actually did. That's been months ago. It's probably 15 or 16 hours worth of body work just between all the sanding and everything else like that. So, yeah.
And guys, you guys got to see this in person because it just looks incredible. Amazing job, Isaac, brother. And Rob, this is yours, man. So it's very special rig, man, for Isaac, one of our O11C guys out there. So that's honor. It's honor to own it. Awesome, bro. JD's RC. That is Diego right there. So he won the Phoenix. So right, Diego. Oh my goodness, man. Congratulations again, brother. We will be giving your address to the guys from SOAR Racing, and they will be mailing out to you, brother. Send me a message on Instagram, so I will have your message last. There's so many messages that we had last couple of months, brother. So JD's please send me a message there on Instagram. So congratulations. So with that being said, guys, with that one we're gonna start this one right here. This raffle right here is $10 a spot, right? Let me get out Let me take out the background so you will see. You can help me out with this, Isaac. So it was a collaboration with who did this one?
DBI Printing on Etsy and Instagram. He's a young gentleman out of California. Does amazing work on 3D. Well, not only 3D modeling but 3D printing as well.
Yeah, let me put this on so people can see it bigger. Oh, not here, guy. Spotlight. So right here, this is the one we're gonna start, guys. So also it's $10 a spot. $10 a spot. It's amazing rig right here, guys.
I think on that one I went ahead and added the it looks like I added the Traxxas Mickey Thompson tires as well, and then I believe I color matched the tow hooks also.
Yes, it's the Mickey Thompson Baja Pro X tires
right.
on it. Yes, and look at the wheel on the back as well. Yeah, this is sick, bro. Amazing, but it got some weight to it, brother.
Yeah, that's a slick looking ride. If I don't care for the Broncos personally, hence the name Defender Customs is not Bronco Customs, but I would say that's probably I can definitely say, as indecisive as I am, I'll say that's my favorite Bronco Custom I ever did, and one of the favorites I've ever seen. So that is going to be a really sweet ride for somebody.
And this raffle will close, guys. We have the link there on the paper. I'll make sure to put for the TRX4M Bronco, right? And this raffle will close in 2 weeks because we don't have a show next week, right? We'll be traveling back from Action Fest Badlands. So we'll be doing that raffle on our show on Monday, the 3rd, right? Because we coming back on the 26th, so on the 3rd. That will be July 3rd, guys. So that's when we are going to be, Matt said, looks good for a Ford.
That's right.
So, Andrew, that's what we'll be closing in 2 weeks, brother. That June 3rd, Monday, June 3rd. Again, we'll be traveling next Monday. We will not have a show because we will be traveling back from Axial Fest Badlands. So let's go back to that, man. Again, Diego, congratulations, my brother. Congratulations, man. You getting a beautiful, amazing rig there from Soul Racing, man. And a very capable rig, man. I love that. That's one of my favorite, the Ecto, man. It's awesome. It has all the Soul Racing parts in there as well. Plus all the customized that they did on the body, the tires and wheels, all that. So let me see here. So I want to show this, and you could talk about it real quick, Isaac. I want to show your Instagram page, right? Let me go back to here so we can share this. And now, bam. So we could get back and talk to talk about some of the works that you're doing. So this one is, what is this one? This is the trailer that you were talking about.
Yeah, specifically the new wheels for the trailer. I've only done ground up designs on this stuff. So that was a ground up design for the wheels and the trailer itself. That specific post is just about the wheels, though.
That's nice.
Don't pay too much attention to the paint. That's what's sitting on the bench here. It's about to get two-toned.
I love that sand color, right? That sand color TRX4M is sick. Oh, so here is somebody working on the 6, huh? Bro, I cannot wait.
I might have hyped it up too much. Now I gotta actually follow through with it.
Sweet, bro. Definitely, man. Oh my God. I cannot wait, bro. Whatever it's gonna be sick. Let me see here. You guys see all this stuff right here? We cannot see this one. It has a blur on it.
It's just the video. Once you click, it clears up, but it's the trailer again.
Oh, it's the trailer. Oh, nice. Oh, with the light, yeah. That is sick. Sick. And I saw this one. Oh, look at this trailer already painted black and with that what is it, purple color?
it's a burgundy actually. It's a
Burgundy, yeah.
I'm not super good with colors. It says burgundy on the can, but man, in person that's actually, I've got two personal rigs, and I think I try and only hold on to one at a time. And I'm trying to go between the desert tan and that burgundy. I don't know which one I'm actually going to hold on to.
Yeah, it looks very cool, bro. Very nice. It looks sick, bro. Sick. And I see here. So you made this one right here. This is the one that Sorry Major had.
So no, I did make that one. However, Sergeant Major is the one with the original idea.
Okay.
He asked me at Beat the Creek to replicate it. And I put it up as a very short run of a couple customs, which is, there's a reason for making a short run. Not only does it take two bodies, but it's about 20 to 22 hours worth of body work, paint and assembly and all the rest of that sort of stuff. So, but yeah, that was Eddie's RC. It's the Sergeant Major, his original design on that. So really just a really cool, outlandish sort of rig that I was blown away by. So I'm very, very excited to make. One of those actually stayed local, and I've got two other ones that went around the United States. So
that is awesome, man.
And that orange one, that was a first truck that went to Puerto Rico for me. I've sent them all around the world now, but that was the first one. So
that is awesome, bro. Actually, we went crawling. When we did our induction ceremonies at the Exoplex a couple of weeks ago, we had a crew from Puerto Rico, man. They flew here just to go crawl in Florida. So they just rented an Airbnb, came here and started going to hobby shops, and we met them at Dr. Dan's, and then they hang out with us at Exoplex. That's awesome, man. That is awesome, bro. It looks awesome here.
To answer Matt's question, yes, that is a one piece print. That is about 22 hours.
Wow, sick, bro. Sick, bro. Oh, look at this one, man. That's very nice, man. So this is the one that you were showing earlier, right? But that bed.
That was one of the beds. That one's actually was one of my earlier designs that didn't allow for the lights to be added to it. But yeah, there. Okay, I guess I do have more in that video. I forget what I add to these videos sometimes.
Yeah, you got that blue and the tan color one. I like the tan color one. That looks cool. Yeah, this one right here. That is sweet, man.
Now, unfortunately, you can't see it into the videos or the pictures too much, but that same individual that made the Bronco interior for that blue Bronco also made one for these Defenders. And I'm not usually one to put interiors in vehicles. It's just, I'd rather tint the windows. It's a lot lighter and easier. However, I'm kind of slowly starting to come the other direction with it. And with his Defender interior was just, it was just spot on. So I'm ecstatic to have it in this tan Defender.
That is so cool, man. Just amazing job, Isaac. It's just incredible, man. And again, the amount of time, right? And you mentioned earlier, at least the two doors. How many hours you mentioned?
Like I said, it's been so long since I've done one. I think it was between, what did I say earlier? 14 to 16 hours or something. I don't know. The number gets bigger every time I say it. So,
wow.
But yeah, I just know it takes me more than one day in a garage.
Wow.
You know, you can usually do the cutting, but then you've got the filling and sanding that goes into it. And then typically you've got to respray it and then do additional filling and sanding before you get to final spray on the paint. So, like I said, there's multiple steps to them. There's multiple steps to all these. So they're all a labor of love. It's never a one shot and you're done. It can be if you use the factory, you know, the color molded factory Traxxas bodies. You can one shot these trucks and do like that orange one. You can make one very similar to that in about an evening, using the YouTube video I've posted, a how-to video. But for any of the rest of these, like the 2-door customs, definitely the vans, adding the flatbed takes a little bit more time. You got to paint flatbed and things like that. So, it's a labor love. It's a hobby like none other. So.
Here, I'm going back to on this one. So in the Facebook group, I've been posting this, guys, on the chat, so you guys can follow Isaac on Instagram, also on Facebook as well, guys. So, and they could reach out to you on those, right? On those formats, and Facebook and Instagram, right, Isaac?
Correct. Yeah, that's the easiest way to get a hold of me. If you're looking to have a custom done, or you don't have the time, or don't want to put the fuss into it, because it is very tedious to do a lot of these sort of custom jobs. By all means, reach out to me. Let me know you saw me on the show, and give you a discount on that, obviously. So, but yeah, or just reach out and say hi, or hey, what are we working on this week, or anything like that.
Yep.
I'm always there for it. So.
And usually when people place an order, I guess it depends how many orders you have, right? And how long will they take, and what kind of details and stuff they want as well, right? So it takes from what, like a week or so? Yeah,
I usually try and give myself about a week, just because I work 50, 60 hours a week every week pretty much.
Wow.
So especially coming into storm season, it's going to get much worse for me. I'm sure it has. About the last month, I've been just as slap busy as you could be. So before that, I could knock a truck out in about 3 or 4 days, and go from cut to painted, give it a couple days to cure, and I was shipping them all over the globe. But like I said, now it's closer to a week, 2 weeks. There have been some, like those vans. That was an undertaking for the select few individual. They got one of Sergeant Major's van designs. That was like 3 weeks to a month. Those poor fellows had to wait. So, like I said, but typically I try and stick around a week. And a lot of that's me personally. I just don't want to see anything sit around and set my watch too long. So I've got to get those projects out of here. So I take my time on them, but I definitely try and put a priority on the ones that need to be shipped out. So
yeah. If you guys see this rigs in person, you will see what he's talking about, because the details and the stuff, as you don't see any imperfection, all that stuff. It's just incredible. So let me tell you something, just amazing job. Matt there is asking, does Isaac stock the bodies, or you make them as made to order? You make them to order.
So everybody's made to order, and that's specifically because of how many different variations you can get with it. Typically, I don't. Of course, I keep Traxxas bodies on hand, and I try and keep now the printed items, because a lot of people are pretty hot about the flatbeds and that sort of stuff. I try and keep that stuff, well within hand. However, the amount of time to still assemble one, paint it the color you want, things to that nature, it takes time. And now that we've got the humidity of summertime coming in here,
yes,
it may take 3 or 4 days just for the paint to cure on some of these things. And more importantly, that may mess up my paint job to where I have to start again. That happened recently. I started completely from scratch, which for me
happens all the time.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I know you can attest to this. It is, and I just get gutted every time it happens. But what am I gonna do? I don't like refunding money, but I'll for sure build you another truck. So yeah, I do keep bodies on hand to at least get started with.
That is awesome. Let's see, I was trying to here show some of the ones here in on Facebook as well, so people will have an idea. Again, guys, I'll be posting the links for Isaac here on the chat. So again, this is some of the stuff that we have seen in Instagram as well, right, Isaac?
Correct. Yeah, I try and mirror the posts from Instagram onto Facebook as best I can. So you're going to see a lot of the same sort of stuff. I just I really can't stress it enough that if you're looking at one of these, don't go looking at my Etsy page and that sort of stuff. That's just to keep a worldwide view on stuff. I get a lot of people from England, Germany, well, mainly Europe, but also Asia that don't typically see it on Instagram or Facebook, that'll see it on there. If you're looking for something custom here in the United States, you know, hit me up on social media through one of those links, and you know, it takes the taxes and the fees down substantially. Still not making any money on it at all. However, it'll make an easier process overall.
Gotcha, man. Oh, look at an orange, man. This orange one looks sick, bro.
Mhm.
Yeah, so that guy was actually a local gentleman. So I was happy to see. I may never see it again, but depending on if we get a crawler course built for it. But he was just ecstatic to have it. So
That is
I think
just
orange and yellow are still my two most popular colors.
that is sick job, man.
I'm just
Wow.
happy I don't paint that many black vehicles, because I'll tell you, that is the hardest paint job.
Oh, for real? The black one?
Oh yeah, you know, it's so difficult. Rob, I don't know if you have any. I'm sure you have experience with this topic, but painting black is like the I think it's the hardest color you can paint.
It
Every other
really is.
do what?
It really is. Black, it's not the easiest, especially in distressing and weather work and stuff like that. Black is the hardest to try to show off, and smudges, gloss, it shows every single imperfection. And white does the exact same thing.
Funny thing, I've had a lot better luck with white than I have with black on paint. It's just something about
now,
it.
if your hands, if they're not like clean or you're not wearing gloves, you're going to see every single smudge or fingerprint and everything when you're working with white. So white, you can get it right, but you just got to be careful on how you handle it. Yeah. Black, no matter what you do, you could touch it with just gloves and it's still going to leave a glove mark left behind. Any form of grease or anything like that, it's going to be on there.
Yeah. And I think that's why there's only a select few, and I'm going to say less than a dozen out of the almost 200 trucks that I've built over the last couple of months that have been painted black. There's just, if somebody says, "Hey, I gotta have this. There's no other color I'll accept." Okay, that's fine. I'll give it a shot. But you know, I haven't messed one up per se yet that I haven't been able to fix. However, I'll try and sway you away from that any way I can. Are you sure you don't want to go the opposite with a yellow vehicle or a tan? I love doing the tan. Come on now.
And you said 200 vehicles in the last 2 months, man. That is insane, bro.
That's probably a high guesstimate. However, I was over 150 about a month ago, and I've built several since then. So 2 months ago. So yeah, we're well over 150 to 175. So that's probably at the top end though.
So, and also I wanted to mention also as well, Isaac, that on this one you put different, when you do the body, you put different bumpers on it, right?
No, so that's actually just the stock bumpers. I was working with an individual in England. His name Dan. He was doing like OEM stock bumpers. However, they were they're 3D printed, and even sometimes even the most robust 3D printed stuff. You know, when you got them on, especially as a bumper on like a crawler, I had a lot of issues with people that were breaking them. And I'll tell you, I gave away more bumpers than I even ordered. I ended up, by that I mean I had to refund a lot of people's money, and in addition to sending them more. So I stopped doing bumpers on stuff. Just leave it the plastic stock bumpers from Traxxas. They made them that way for a reason. But yeah, definitely.
I see there was a question there from Matt saying, Isaac, if you are Defender Custom ever getting to other platforms beside the TRX4?
Real quick, Jeff, have a good one. Get up with me, bud. And
Later,
Matt,
Jeff, bro.
So Matt, to answer your question, probably not regarding entire bodies. You know, just because of the substantial amount of time and design that goes into making something from ground up. You know, another reason is that a lot of the other bodies, like for your STX24s, axial, is the, you know, Lexan bodies, things of that nature. Another reason is that it's not a lot that people haven't already done to these things, you know, and we're fast getting to the point now with these Traxxas models. So I will say the FMS models, that's somewhere that I would like to do more stuff with. However, you know, it's only me, so there's just a lot of time and a lot of projects that are involved in these sort of things that I can't get to everything, unfortunately. So, but yes, I would love to do other stuff. Another question that gets asked all the time is, will I do any 10th scale specific for the Traxxas, you know, TRX4 Defenders? The answer is no to that as well. Unfortunately, something about small scale crawlers, I like to stay small scale. It's a lot easier for me to detail. It's a lot easier for me to build, especially whether you're scratch building or anything. Contrary to my previous statements about scratch building a 6 scale truck, which will be a first for me. You know, we're going to stick smaller. I'm going to stick smaller on this as long as I can. So I hope to see in the future other companies, specifically the manufacturers themselves, coming out with more bodies similar to this. I don't know if that's even an option, but it's something that a lot of people have approached me and asked me whether or not they've even come to me and said anything about it. They have not. However, I think that would be just really neat. In addition to that, I'd love to see them get out from the regular, like, it's just another Defender sort of thing, or it's just another C10 or K10 or something like that. Don't get me wrong. I love to see them, and there is a base model aspect to that. However, I'd like to see them get a little bit more extreme with these sort of things, put flatbeds on them, things like that, to where they're, I don't know, they're just kind of one of a kind rigs, no matter who buys it, sort of deal. So, sorry for the long answer there, Matt.
So, what are your hopes for the future, Isaac, man? What is your goal for Defender customs in the next 2 years or so?
Man, it's like a job interview. I don't know. I wasn't really prepared for that. I haven't interviewed for a job in a long time. You know, I haven't given them a large amount of thought to it, other than just big picture stuff. You know, but like I mentioned earlier, just real briefly, you know, I'd like to get more involved here locally, as far as you know, like I said, the many military bases that I have, as well as the local civilians. You know, because the local civilian population around here has been very, very inviting and welcoming towards me. And so, you know, if I can get more involved in that, you know, build more off of, well, the community, if you will, as far as that goes. And the rest of it is just ideas that I have as far as where these things will go and that sort of stuff. I don't know. As far as I'm concerned, I foresee Traxxas coming out with new bodies for this, and my business, if you will, plummeting. You know, it's not everybody likes Defenders, so I expect to see them come out with the same bodies they have for TRX4s, which would be great. And it's almost to a point where I'm here for it, because I'm ready to tone down these things. At some point in time, somebody's else got to start making something. So I'm ready to see it.
Man, we need to, now that, man, it's crazy that going back to events that you started this, going to event this year, right? So your first one was USD, man, right? And from USD, you went to the one in Wild, then Beat the Creek, all that stuff, bro. So that is awesome, man. Are you planning on going to any other events?
Right, so I have Cotton's RC.
Yeah, that's coming up.
Yeah, so that's kind of my immediate future as far as this goes. The rest of them, I'm
October.
not sure.
I'm trying to work out to get you to go to Hall and Crawl, Alabama.
Oh yeah, I think
Cherokee Rock Village.
Yeah, for
you're
me,
gonna like.
I'm here for it, bud. I'm here for it. So, and a lot of this for me comes down to how many vacation days I have and how much I'm able to literally go travel because, unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, I guess, good thing I have to be here at the homestead. So my wife doesn't, I'm not sure she appreciates me going out all the time and spending long weekends away with tiny trucks. So, it's, she supports me, but not every month. So, we'll definitely be hitting up those couple events. I don't know, Rob, you heard about maybe like Rocktober up there again, or are you planning on going to that one?
Rocktober?
Yeah, Rocktober is actually in Bit the Creek in the same location. They do another event out there.
That I can't. October, I am slammed. I got Alabama, Maryland, and Proline by the Fire.
Oh my God, is Prona in October?
So
Jeez.
California, Maryland, Alabama. They like, and it's weekend after weekend after weekend. I
Yeah.
can't add another one.
I got you. Yeah,
Mhm.
so we'll
I would
definitely
love to, but I can't.
we'll definitely do Alabama. So I don't know. I might go to Maryland.
So Scale Rat is taking donations for the month of October for travel.
Yeah. I'm sure if I had any airplane miles, I'd give them to you, bud. You're not driving all those, are you?
No, Proline flying, Maryland flying, Alabama driving.
Right. What part of Alabama is it in? You know?
No. Yeah. No, I don't remember. I just know it's Cherokee Rock Village. Do you know it, Javier?
That one I never been there, but I saw some of our guys that go there on that location. They have a blast out there in the mountains. Yeah, I've seen a bunch of pictures from our guys here local. Man, I just want to give a huge shout out to Tony, man. Tony Laniers, man. Laniers by Tony did an amazing job. Things a couple of our veterans ordered some of these ones, man. And just thank you so much, bro. This thing is sick, man. And this is the side one, and now he has the names, man, the name tags on it.
Oh,
I love
that's
it, military style, man. So he shout out by Tony, Lanier by Tony's, man. Thank you so much, and thank you, Dennis, for this, man, introducing
that is
him.
awesome.
So just amazing Lanier, man.
Hell yeah.
And yep.
Oh,
So
yeah.
Jake, you said that question for Jake. Jake, when you be there in the out west by Alberta, Canada?
When's the next time?
Yeah.
Not entirely sure. I haven't been out there in a long time.
The weather's crazy out there with the fires. Where you at, man?
Oh yeah, yeah. It's
Yeah.
it's not so bad right now, but
It's getting
that can
better.
change. Yeah. Is there something happening in Alberta that I should know of? Maybe.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe they got something going on there. Also, it says, Dennis is saying the Gauntlet, Great Lakes Gauntlet in September. That's a Michigan, right, Dennis?
Yeah.
Oh yes, I already told Jake. So hopefully, this year he ain't gonna be able to make it, but hopefully next year.
Work is kicking my butt right now.
Yeah, you and me both, bud.
Hopefully next year, he can come in for the fixed enduro next year. So yeah. My goodness, what else, guys? Let me see here real quick. Again, guys, please check out those, man. Check out the links I'll be posting for Isaac and the amazing job he does, guys. And you guys are interested and just see all the stuff that he does, go check him out. Instagram and Facebook, guys. So check that out.
And I appreciate the comments from you, you guys in here talking about the work. I can't say how humbly appreciative I am of all this. You know, like I said, if you'd asked me a year ago in this exact time, like, hey, you know, Isaac, are you ever think about getting into RC? No, I just sold my last RC car. Why would I care about it? You know, like,
Yeah.
hey, ever thought about doing custom stuff or going all around the East Coast or, sending trucks all around the world, to multiple different countries. And like I said, all the, I guess the praise, I don't know, that I've gotten from this, I just humbly appreciative. It's just me in my garage and I'm just a regular old guy. So, to me, this is more than I'd ever thought about getting. So, I really, truly, from the bottom of my heart, appreciate everything you guys say.
Yeah. And definitely, Isa, definitely will say, brother, right there. The RC community is awesome, man. And some of the places like we have had the opportunity to go to different events, different West Coast, East Coast, Central, North, South. It just a lot of people and always welcoming, man, and just incredible. I guess Reckless Remote Control. You saw that, Jake, is the TTC coming out there.
I was just saying I do like a good TTC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sergeant Major's in the chat.
Oh,
Buddy!
What up?
Jeremy, welcome in, brother.
Hey, Isaac, can we mention anything about the files?
Yeah.
You want me to do it? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So me and Isaac are big fans of everybody doing it yourself. Okay. DIY.
Okay.
So me and Isaac, we had talked about it. And once all the files are finalized, he's going to send them to me. I test print them to make sure that the average Joe can actually print these things all on their own. And we're making sure that they'll fit on the average 3D printer. And once we give each other the okay, we're going to be selling those files. They'll be available on the Scale Rat website. So everybody can do what he does all on their own. Yeah, he'll have videos of how to like cut the bodies and things like that. Or you can buy the bodies pre-cut from him, unpainted. Then you can do that portion yourself or however which way you want from Isaac to get started. And then with the file, you'll be able to print it, glue it all on your own. And so we're going to push that a lot more for a DIY. And again, we love that. The hobbyist, do your thing. Be the hobbyist.
And that is awesome, man. That is awesome. I like that. I like that, Rob and Isaac. That's awesome. Especially like Isaac, a lot of our guys, especially a lot of our veterans, right? They don't want to get out. They don't want to go out, and just doing stuff like that will keep them occupied in their mind, something looking forward to, stuff like this. I love that. I love those how-to stuff, man.
And I'll tell you, I am 100% sympathetic, empathetic, however it is, towards that situation. Like I mentioned before, a lot of this and hell, me being right here freaking live in front of you, is to do the same thing, because I am 100% a shut-in, the same as many people, whether it's because of my hobbies or because I just don't want to leave, So in any way that I can help that, to help people with how-to videos or, to get them files and things like that, to be able to keep them occupied, I'm here for it, 100%.
Awesome. Definitely. That is what we always trying to do here in Operation 11 Charlie. Keep our guys occupied, let them know that it's somebody else out there, that cares, right? And just find that purpose, man. When we lose that purpose, and then that's when we get those numbers higher, right? That's why we trying to erase that 22 a day, man. All this stuff helps. Every little bit helps, So definitely, I really appreciate that, brother. So man, I think, let me see here from Matt. If I print it, can I mail it down to Isaac to mail it so it looks good?
You don't have to pay for him to do everything.
Come on now. Also, Jeremy, I appreciate the comment there, bud. Now your tardiness, on the other hand, I don't know if we can We can
Oh.
let that pass, but or you lying saying I'm doing good work now. I can't have that neither. Don't
Yes.
ruin the bad name.
Sergeant Major's never late. We always, you guys are, we were earlier here. We were early.
That's right. He was 15 minutes early. Thought we started at 9.
Exactly.
And your time, I guess.
That is awesome. That's awesome. Man.
Nothing but jokes. Nothing but jokes.
Yeah,
Actually, I
definitely.
can't wait to see some pictures that are going to be coming up from Sergeant Major. He's going to be attending a really cool party, and it's a dress-up theme. I'm not going to say what it is, but I can't wait to see pictures.
Oh man, yeah. We spent a good time last week. What, 5, 6 days, Jeremy, right? And that's what I love, that time spending with our veterans, man. You know, driving all those hours together, spending the time, you know, all that stuff. And yeah, we talk about. He talked a little bit about that coming up on.
Oh,
Well,
I gotta lift this up for Jeremy.
Oh, that's mine. That's mine.
so
Thank you.
heavy.
So yeah,
Whew.
I'm gonna be grabbing that, Jeremy, for you. So I'm gonna have it here, in a safe place. It's gonna be.
Oh,
It's coming back to
let's
Florida.
hope I don't forget this tomorrow morning. Oh, man.
Hey, that thing is going to Indiana to come back to Florida. I got you, Jeremy. I got you, bro.
Well, guys, that's gonna be our next raffle. $5 a ticket.
Jeez, it can't be doing that 5. It has to be a lot more than that.
We started on payday. Military retirement check comes out on the 1st. Let's start it on the 1st.
Oh,
Right. Jeez, sweet. First
Oh,
and the
man.
15. Remember those?
I'm not
times?
gonna lie, people will probably go wild if I did $5 tickets on one of those.
Oh my God, bro. Well, you're gonna have to run that like for a couple of months, bro, to get
Yeah,
what it's worth.
just to go through all the names. Who bought a ticket?
Oh, that's gonna be
Imagine the wheel.
I'm gonna say you might break the wheel with that one.
It's not gonna spin. It's too many.
No,
people.
it's just gonna say
too
no.
heavy. All right, that's a good one. That's a little bit Badlands mud on the tire. He won't notice. That's a good one. Oh my gosh, I'm just gonna go crazy there.
Yeah, I don't know what he does in the military, and honestly, I don't want to find out. So that thing is not getting touched. Okay.
Don't walk on his grass either.
Yeah.
Reef looked at it.
What was that, Bennett?
Just blame it on Reef. Reef had it tested out for him.
Hey, that's what we do, right? Oh my goodness, my goodness. Guys, man, we are going to start saying our goodbyes, man. A little bit short, 8 minutes short, 7 minutes short. We have a long drive tomorrow. We have a long drive tomorrow. I gotta go back and check. He said paper cuts for each of you.
Oh man.
Oh, the locks on that box are. Oh yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one, man. Man, I'm telling you, bro. So yeah, we have a long drive tomorrow, guys. We are looking forward for that event this week. Looking to see a lot of people out there in Badlands, all our brothers. We're gonna have around 20 of our veterans are gonna be present there. A bunch of first timers, and that's what it's all about. Taking our guys out. They're looking forward just to do the convoy trip, from here out to Indiana to Badlands. So, we're looking forward, guys. Anybody sees us out there, make sure to stop and say hi to us out there in Badlands. Talk to us, hang out with us in a campground. Just hang out with us the whole weekend. So, we'll be arriving there on Wednesday. So, looking forward to see all of you guys out there. So Eric, you're always welcome, Eric, anytime. Looking forward. Again, we're gonna plan to see you on August, bro. So so we could do probably get some veterans out there, some friends, some veterans out there, Isaac, so we could go crawl and do something out there, bro. So definitely in August, sometime in August, we're gonna do that.
Yep. Well, as long as a hurricane doesn't take us away, well, I'll be here for
Oh,
you.
right. I was my
Oh.
wife was like, have you looked at the radar? I said when I was looking for, yeah, this one already forming on the Caribbean, so
Oh, is there?
tropical storm, yeah.
Where?
It is somewhere, it's still out there.
Hmm.
It hasn't made it to the Caribbean yet, but it's very close. I don't
Like
know.
I'm gonna fly back Sunday close.
Oh, well,
Maybe.
hopefully, I don't think it's gonna touch us, but
Okay.
if it passed the Caribbean, it kind of like trying to turns. It's like pulls.
Okay.
Florida's pulling towards it or something.
Okay.
So, yeah. We just got to keep an eye.
Yeah, but for sure we'll look for you out here in August. That's just get up with me, and Robert,
Yep.
you're invited too. I guess you come out here at some point, maybe.
Yep.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, no, we'd love to have you up in this area and
Crash
see
at your place.
good luck. I got some spare bedrooms, but yeah. But no, like I said, we'd love to have you out here, and like I said, I'm looking at getting something more set in stone to have an actual an area for us to specific for crawlers and that sort of thing, so we could do events and stuff like that. It's kind of when you asked about my 2-year goal, that's my 2-year goal. That's more so than any of the trucks or any personal projects I have or any pet projects, whatever, et cetera, et cetera. That would be a 2-year goal for me. And that's through the city of Crestview. So there's a lot of, as everybody knows, everybody here's worked for the government. So there's a lot of moving parts, a lot of wheels to be greased. However, the nod's been given. So I'd like to definitely push forward with that.
Awesome, man. I'm looking forward. Any help you need on that, just feel free, brother. Definitely. Thank you guys, all you guys. Again, JD's. Welcome. Congratulations, bro. Again, I'm gonna pass your address to Soul Racing, right? So again, then we have this raffle going on right here. So this one started is $10 a spot, guys. So we're gonna be posting a link for this on social media, and we'll be back. We're gonna be drawing in a couple of weeks for that. Thank you, Isaac, and the other one that collaborate with this awesome rig there. So and that's it, guys. We're gonna start saying our goodbyes. Jake, anything else that we forgot, Rob? Jake, Bennett, anything else?
Next guest, or are we gonna wait?
Oh, well, let me see. Let me get back while you guys say the goodbyes. I'll ask. Go ahead, Jake.
All right. Well, thanks for having me, and thank you for everyone that come out. And if you're traveling to Axial Fest, drive safe or fly safe.
Yeah, right. Bennett.
Thanks everybody for coming out. I'm showing some support tonight. Safe travels to everybody going to an event this week.
Yes.
Isaac, thank you for being on the show, but please thank your loved ones for allowing you to spend your evening with us versus them. Family time is very important to us.
Yes.
I'm sure it's important to you. And you gave up family time tonight to spend it with us. So please pass on that. Thank you for us. Everybody have a safe week. Smash that thumbs up on the way out. Have fun.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you, my brother Robert.
Hey. Well, as usual, I want to thank everybody that's in the chat week over week, all your support that you bring us. Everybody that's in the panel today, I love you guys. Awesome. Cannot wait to see everybody as soon as I can. Javi, I'll see you first thing in the morning. I'll bring the melatonin so we can sleep the whole time. Isaac, brother, I mean, our friendship and everything has grown so much in the last year, and I'm grateful for every minute. When you come and hang out with me at the booth, you know, you don't have to ask. You just show up, boom, you got a spot, you got a table, and it'll always be that way. And for what you're bringing into the hobby, the art that you're bringing into the hobby, being able to mold and modify the bodies and just create some of these amazing things that you're the only one that put it out there and brought it to everybody's attention, like this can be done.
Yep.
And that's a fantastic vision. And
Yep.
there's not a lot of people that have that innovation, but now you brought that to light. People are now getting excited, getting into more of this hands-on stuff. So again, applause to you, brother. And I just keep doing what you're doing, man.
Yeah, man, you'll bring a tear to my eye. Like I said, I remain humbly appreciative of everything that's thrown my way. I can't say it enough, bud, especially towards you, Robert.
Awesome. And that's it's your turn, I said, to say the goodbyes to the people.
Oh yeah, well, just a caveat. I don't know if anyone's ever heard that term before. What everyone else has said, just like I said, drive safe travels. Obviously, I wish I could be there. I'm not going to be there for those events because it's an axial event. No, but definitely, I just humbly appreciative is what I keep saying, and I just mean it so much that I can't tell you how appreciative I really am of everybody that's in the hobby. It's been supporting me thus far and continues to do so. And, especially individuals here in the comments and all that. And like I said, and the panel and members, obviously. So thank you all so much. You guys ever need anything? I'm right here in Crestview. You see my social medias, just get up with me. I'm super easy to talk to for the most part. So, just hit me up. So, but on that, I'm going to go ahead and pop off, and I think I got to go wake the wife up at some point. So, I'm gonna call it here.
Go ahead, brother. Go ahead. Thank you, Isa, for you. You're
right.
welcome anytime, brother. Awesome,
All right,
awesome, guys. So, guys, thank you for stopping by again. We'll see you guys in a couple of weeks, right? We'll see you guys in a couple of weeks, and we'll be seeing a bunch of you guys in a couple of days, actually. So, thank you for watching, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks. Be safe, guys. Take care.
Take care. Later.